Welcome friends to another video, welcome to another review, and it's time for me to talk about one of the most beautiful fragrances from the house of Montale. This is Aoud Lavender. This is such a beautiful fragrance for those of you who are true fans of lavender. I'm going to say it right from the beginning because I've said it so many times. This is the most natural smelling fragrance in which lavender is an ingredient, but it's not the only one. Let's talk about the composition. We have in the top notes lavender, saffron, bergamot and lemon. We have in the middle notes patchouli and flowers. And in the base we get agarwood, powdery notes, sandalwood, white musk and amber. So quite a few ingredients in this composition, but the main accord here is made out of two elements. The first one, the most important one, the most interesting one, being the lavender note, which is simply amazing. I'm a big fan of lavender in my fragrances. I have a lot of fragrances with this note inside, but none of them compare to what Montale or Pierre Montale, the nose behind the fragrance, managed to introduce with Aoud Lavender. This is the most natural, the most real life lavender that I ever sniffed and that I ever worn on my skin. It smells exactly like you are sitting in the middle of a lavender field. That's how this fragrance smells. You get the lavender, you get also the woody aspect, you also get the herbaceous aspect, and you also get the earthy aspect of the scent, just like when you are sitting in the middle of a lavender field. You also have agarwood inside the composition, which takes the lavender to a higher class level. If you want, it manages to portray the lavender as something very elegant, very, I don't know, luxuriant is the word, very sumptuous at the same time. Just like, I don't know, it would be something made for royalty. This is the feeling that I get whenever I wear this fragrance. And as you can see, we are in the middle of nature. Unfortunately, not in a lavender field, but I'll take what I get. So wearing this fragrance in this scenario feels simply amazing. You also get some bergamot, some lemon, but to be honest, on my skin, they are very, very short-lived. Also, the saffron is present for a very short time on my skin. Afterwards comes some powdery notes, and you also get some amber and sandalwood in the dry down, which, if you want to transform the whole combination between agarwood and lavender in something more comfortable, they warm up this combination, and they make it more soothing at the same time. Because the lavender in this one is very harsh, but it's harsh in a very natural way. It isn't harsh in the way of using a synthetic, if you want, aroma in the composition. No, it smells exactly like real life lavender, which I have in my house. And also I do have essential oil made out of lavender. Therefore, I tested them together, and the result for me was the same. They smell identical. Therefore, I truly like this fragrance. I really love it. It's very, very beautiful for someone who really loves lavender. In terms of performance, this performs really great, as you would expect from the house of Montale. It's very long lasting on my skin. Projection wise, it projects really strong for the first hours, and sillage is also great. In terms of versatility or flexibility when to wear this fragrance, I wouldn't say this is a strong point for Montale Aoud Lavender. This is more of a fragrance for those of you who are really passionate about lavender. This is a fragrance for those of you who I would see buying this fragrance more for their own pleasure, their own, let's say, thing, if you want. But I would see this one being worn more as a formal type of fragrance, and also I do see this one being more mature, so for a more mature audience. This isn't, in my book, a unisex fragrance as it is marketed. This is a male fragrance from the start till the end. But as always, I tell you in my videos to go ahead, purchase a sample if you have the occasion, a decant, wear the fragrance for a couple of times on your skin, see how it performs, see how it smells, see how it interacts with your skin's chemistry, and only afterwards go ahead and purchase a full bottle. Therefore, what I get on my skin may not be available or may not be real on your skin. You may get different elements from the composition. I don't know, for example, saffron instead of lavender, or instead of, I don't know, patchouli. So go ahead, test the fragrance first, and only afterwards, based on your own conclusion, go and purchase the full bottle. For what it is, I truly love it. I consider it to be one of the best offerings from the house of Montale, one of the best. I'm not a big fan of the house. I'm not a big fan of Montale's creations. I love Mancera, but I don't really enjoy Montale, which is quite a strange thing because their creations are made by the same nose, Pierre Montale, and they are sister houses. But it is what it is. Not the biggest fan of the house, but it does have some things that I truly enjoy wearing, and this is one of those things. Aoud Lavender gets highly recommended by me, especially for those of you who love lavender first and foremost and need to feel some real life lavender in their fragrance. This pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm in the middle of nature. It's a very beautiful day. It rained a lot, therefore this is a fragrance that works really great in this type of scenarios, best suited for spring and also for fall and winter time. I would say it's good for cooler days, but also for days when temperatures are moderate. I wouldn't wear this one in hot summer days. Believe it or not, it's very, very strong. It's very, very potent. This pretty much does it, guys. I'm gonna stop here. This has been Aoud Lavender from the house of Montale. Thank you for watching. As always, be safe, be good, and remember, always, but always, smell good, feel good. Peace.